What in the world, Bo? It's your boy Big Low Kuntry. I apologize about the inconvenience. We accidentally stopped the stream, and unfortunately we had to go ahead and start a new one. So hopefully everybody could go ahead and come on here because the stream accidentally stopped. Um Coach Ronda, if you could you go on there and tell everybody that they need to come on to this stream? I would definitely appreciate it. So I guess we start this one off like we start every other show. First of all, my apologies on the way that that other show stopped. Like I said, uh, coaching staff made a mistake and accidentally hit the wrong button. So look, what in the world, Bo? My name is Big Low Kuntry. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach. I love to sit around and talk about sports. Thank you so much for coming on and chopping it up with us tonight. Again, a second time tonight. Thank you so much. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us. If you can, make sure that you hit that like button for us, and also make sure that you put a what in the world, Bo, in the chat, so we could know where all the love is coming from. Young boys in here says, "What in the world, Bo? What's going on, man? What in the world, Bo?" Constantine says Falcons will lead the league in rushing yards and touchdowns, yards. Hey, I hope you're right, Bo. Constantine says, no worries, Bo. I appreciate that. Coach Wallace says, what happened, Coach Lowe? Look, Coach, one of the coaching staff, they accidentally hit the end broadcast button. So we definitely apologize about that. I appreciate y'all for sticking out with the old coach. Padre says Derek Carr pulled the cord out the wall on you. It's all good. Yeah, man. Look, man. One old rusty car. Don't stop no show. Skylar Thomas. What in the world, Bo? Young men of faith Jamal. He says, come on in, coach's dad. That's right, man. Come on in. D Lawton's in here. What in the world, Bo? Much love to you. Definitely. I appreciate that. Will Cotton's in here. Yeah, man. Oh yeah. We back. Tyler Russell says, powers to be, they're trying to shut us down. They're trying to shut us down, but they can't shut us out, Bo. They can't shut us out. Let's see here. About whatever says they ain't talking like that big on our bird game. We here. That's it, man. That's it. But yeah, I mean, so basically the question is, what do we plan on learning? What do we plan on learning during training camp? That's the $1 million question. It's one of those cases where we're trying to figure out, what kind of team are we going to have? Are we going to have a retaliatory team? Where you have to have your back up against the wall before they actually do something. Are you going to have a team who they don't care what's presented to them? They're just going to dominate. Or are you going to have a team that's they kind of timid, they kind of quiet, but they just get the job done? That's the question. My hope and my wish and my pray, in the words of Coach Dre Murphy, I hope and pray and wish that this team freaking shows up and get the job freaking done. That's my hope and pray and wish, Bo. J Miles says they was talking about. He said they were talking about your Ryan Nielsen video in the comments, though, when the stream shut down. He said that video had us all laughing. Well, I'm glad that y'all enjoyed it, man. Once again, like I said, Coach Roney, look, she puts a lot of work into editing those videos. So thank you so much, Coach Roney, for everything that you do and helping us with those Ryan Nielsen. Well, helping us with those pre-recorded videos. Thank you. Big Mel, what in the world, Bo? What's going on? Emmanuel Brown says, what did that crazy man Colin Cowherd say about the Falcons recently? Boy, come on. And that's one of the things that we plan on talking about today, Emmanuel. So basically, Colin Cowherd, he came out. First of all, he said, hey, 8.5 games. I don't know if y'all heard this. Vegas has the Falcons at 8.5 games. I was in Vegas last weekend, and just for curiosity, I ain't betting no money because that's a sign of greed. Whenever you be betting that money, see y'all greedy. Y'all need to. What's in your pocket is in your pocket. See that? See, you see me, I'll be greedy. I ain't bet on the Falcons. Anyway, yeah. So it was 8.5. Now, mind you, last year they said the Falcons were only going to win 2 games. So if you win and you bet that the Falcons going to win 3 games, you're going to make some money. Of course, they blew that out the water, won 7 games. It should have been 9 or 10, but hey, that's neither here nor there, or here and there, however you want to say it. But Colin Cowherd says, there's no way that the Falcons could win 8.5 games. Desmond Ridder is the starting quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. What in the world? On top of that, people are saying Arthur Smith, who's that? CBS, if I'm not mistaken, said Arthur Smith is the 29th ranked head coach in the NFL. D'Amico Ryans, who's never coached one down in the NFL as a head coach, is ranked higher than Arthur Smith. What? D'Amico Ryans? Yes. 29th ranked head coach in the league. Mind you, he put together a killer run game with sticks and toothpaste and a little bit of peanut butter. He put together a killer run game, and I mean he had this team competitive, and to the point where we almost won the division. Now the Saints and the Panthers, they can say whatever they want to say, but we almost won the division last year. With that being said, look out for an NFC South roundtable. It's coming soon. Dave the Maestro, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with you, man? About whatever said, I seen you blocking Big Low. Are you looking kind of rusty on that film? Hey, Bo. Hey, think I won't get there, Bo. Kick back. Think I won't kick back on the ball. I get there. Think I won't beat you to that corner. J Miles says, my number one question: do we need another receiver? That should be answered at training camp. That's a good question. That's a good question. But the thing is, J Miles, the last 3 drafts, you took pass catchers. I know Bijan Robinson is a running back, but doggone it, he's a pass catcher. I watched the kid live. The kid, he's a legit hands catcher. Like, he has talent when it comes to catching balls. Kyle Pitts, he's coming back. People sleeping on Kyle Pitts. It's like it's almost like it's an afterthought that he's going to be coming back and going to be healthy. He's Kyle freaking Pitts. 6'7", 6'6", 245 pounds, 4'3", 40. Why are you sleeping on that? Drake London. Like, what was it? Top 10 rated wide receiver in PFF last year? What in the world? Constantine says, Coach, if we can't get the production out of Pitts that we initially expected, is it time that we consider a blockbuster trade? Brock Bowers is available next year. I'm just saying. Look, man. I guess my question to you is, what's a blockbuster trade? That's my question to you. And the question is when it comes to Kyle Pitts, what's your expectation? Like, so are we looking for 1,000 yards from him every year? I'll be honest with you. If I get 800 yards from Kyle Pitts this year and 10 touchdowns, I'm in there like swimwear. I'm fine with it. And why? And you may say, why do you say that, Coach Lowe? Because I know we're going to be running the ball a whole bunch. I know that you still got your Drake Londons, your Bijan Robinsons, your Scotty Millers, your Jonnu Smiths, your Mac Hollinses. It's like the ball can only go around so much, bro. But if he could get those touchdowns when we need them, so we could get 6 points instead of 3, I'm in there like swimwear all day. I don't got to have 1,000 yards from Kyle Pitts. I just need you to make the plays I need you to make. If we do that, we good. We good. Look, if that's one thing that you're wondering about, like Coach J Maul was saying, if you're thinking about, hey, do we need another pass catcher? Like, do we need a Jarvis Landry that I've been hearing people talk about, or do we need a DeAndre Hopkins? If you've been thinking that and you want to wait to express how much you've been thinking about it, make sure that you hit that like button. See, I got you right there. Make sure that you hit that like button if you try to figure that out, bro. Oh, man. Granddad says, shout out to everyone in the chat watching the stream around the world. Much appreciated. We thank you from the Big Low Kuntry family. I appreciate that, Granddad. Thank you for watching the show with us again. Thank you so much. Coach Tracy says, "Hey, Coach, what's going on, Coach Tracy? Hope you're doing good tonight, family." Mom says, "See how the Falcons season will end just like that after we win that Super Bowl. We'll go ahead and shut it on down, Bo. Go ahead and shut it on. Stephon Mosley, what in the world, Bo?" Coach Wallace says, "No, I think we're good at receiver, and people are sleeping on Hollins as our number 2 wide receiver." Yes, I completely agree with you. Tony Wright says Cordero Patterson is mostly a wide receiver. People forget about Cream Puff Patterson. People forget about him. Got DC in here. What's going on, DC? Hope you're doing good tonight, fam. Much love to you. Maldamal says, he says, "I'm sleeping on Kyle Pitts. Wake me." Come on, Maldamal. The hate is in your heart. So heavy. You need to go to the doctor, get an x-ray, schedule the surgery. Don't eat nothing the night before. Don't eat nothing the night before. Come in. Have that surgery to get that hate out your heart, Maldamal. Because it's real. It's real. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh, man. Manuel Brown says, "I don't understand how everyone is saying Kyle Pitts hasn't done anything when he put up 1,000 yards as a rookie. The disrespect needs to stop. He was the most overthrown wide receiver / tight end in the league last year. And that's an actual fact. Bo, we all seen it. We all seen it. There were a couple of those throws that were missed to Kyle Pitts that determined the game. I mean, let's be honest. They determined the game. Like he was overthrown, and we ended up not having the chance to hit him. And then we just kicked the field goal, and we ended up losing the game by 2 points. We lost the game by 1 point. Yeah. It happened so many times. So many times. Jay Black's in here. What in the world, Bo? I see you, man. Much love to you. Tony Wright's in here, fresh off his vacation in Dubai, chilling out with Julio Jones, $100 million deal. I see you, Tony Wright. He says Jarvis Landry, DeAndre Hopkins, absolutely not. William Amos says nobody wants injury prone Landry. I mean, look, Saints fans will tell you themselves. Well, he only caught 1 touchdown last year. He caught like 27 passes, if I'm not mistaken. He had an ankle injury, sit out for the rest of the season. That's Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry is a name. Give me Corey Davis all day. As a matter of fact, we can put it in the chat because everybody's saying Corey Davis probably going to get dropped by the Jets. So if you would take Corey Davis instead of Jarvis Landry, put a 1 in the chat. If you think Jarvis Landry is still Jarvis Landry from 2016, put a 2 in the chat. I think Corey Davis is that guy. I think he already knows this system. He knows the scheme. He's not a volume wide receiver. Like, you don't have to keep peppering him the ball to, get him going. You give me Corey Davis all day. I'm good. And once again, I keep saying, because, J Mall, he was asking, because these are some of the things that we're trying to learn in training camp this year. I keep saying, people are sleeping on Scotty Miller. People are sleeping on Scotty Miller, Bo. Scotty Miller's going to be good for a few long touchdowns this season because there are going to be too many people playing underneath. It's going to be one of those cases where they're going to have to take shots. They're going to have to take shots. If you try to bracket Kyle Pitts, I still think people are at the point where, hey, Drake London, we're just going to put our best cornerback on him one-on-one. He has to beat our guy, his guy against our guy. Meanwhile, Drake London, Desmond Ridder, they got a heck of a rapport. Then you also got to worry about Bijan Robinson coming out of the backfield. Tyler Algier can catch that thing too. Scotty Miller running up the seam, burning draws off. I could definitely see it happening. Let me see that everybody vote. Norman Fitzgerald. What's going on, Norman? Hope you're doing good, Bo. He got 1. He got 11 ones in the chat. He said he's going with Corey Davis. J Mall, he says Corey Davis. William Amy, Jay Black, Tony Wright. They all say Corey Davis. D. Lawton says Corey Davis. Constantine says, I'm only thinking with how efficient our run offense will hopefully be. Pitts will be an afterthought in the grand scheme. Lots of teams will give up a lot, and that's true. Now, like I said, if it's a blockbuster deal, 2 first-round picks, shoot, hey, Jonnu Smith, let's go. if it's a blockbuster trade, hey, it's kind of like I said before, but whenever we still had Matt Ryan, I don't know if y'all remember if I put out that video, I said, hey, Terry Fontenot, if you get a good deal for Matt Ryan, and this is before Deshaun Watson talk happened. This was before all of that. I said, look, if you get a good deal for Matt Ryan, you take that deal, Bo. You take that deal. You know why? Because Terry Fontenot ain't living in the past. He ain't living in the past. Man, he wasn't there when Matt Ryan first came onto the scene. Went and Wade Ford gave him a truck as soon as he touched down in Atlanta. He wasn't there. He wasn't there when Matt Ryan threw his first touchdown, or he got married. What was that? After his second season, he got married to Sarah, and everybody's like, man, I wonder if this, getting married, it's a whole nother responsibility. Terry Fontenot wasn't there. You take the trades there, Bo. Players come and go. Manuel says 1. It ain't even easy. J-Mal says, who said Corey Davis is getting cut? Somebody from the Jets. Basically, everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying it like it's a foregone conclusion, J-Mal, but we don't know if that's going to happen. Tony Wright says 1. Coach Wallace says 1. It's a no-brainer. Norman Fitzgerald says Scotty Miller is going to give us the turbo effect from 26. Yes, exactly. Scotty Miller is legit going to give us that turbo effect. Emmanuel says, facts, Big Low. They sleep on Scotty too hotty. Watch how he do this. That's what I'm saying. They sleeping on him. Elite guys is in here. Much love to you, Bo. Granddad says Corey Country. Okay, I like it. I love it. All right. Elite Good says who that? For the 3D activity. While we come on, man. You can bring it here. All right, y'all. My bad. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I had to get on my phone. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I don't know, boy. I think them Saints fans, they super salty. But as soon as Elite Goods came in here, you see, that's whenever we went out. I don't know what's going on, bro. The Saints fans tripping. Okay, all right. J Ball, CJ, J Black, everybody, they see us in here. Okay, all right. They can hear us. Melvin Embry, all right, perfect. D Lawton, young boy, young man of faith, perfect. My apologies, y'all. I don't know. It's these Saints fans, boy, they got a lot of hate in their heart. They got a whole bunch of hate in their heart. I apologize if the mic quality isn't the same, because like I said, I am on my phone. So, but we're gonna power through. we can't sit up here and just take it. Nah, we got to make sure that um, you know, we got to make sure that we do what we need to do to become successfully successful. With that being said, you know, something else um, that really grinded my gears, that really rubbed me the wrong way, is whenever everybody was talking about, who was it? Was it Chris Sims? If I'm not mistaken, Chris Sims said that Desmond Ridder is the 40th ranked quarterback in the NFL today. The 40th ranked quarterback. I actually had it pulled up on my computer, but like I said, I'm having some issues getting on here right now. But the 40th ranked quarterback. So I want to ask y'all, if y'all feel like Desmond Ridder is the 40th ranked quarterback in the league right now, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like that's some bull, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all thinking, because the 40th ranked quarterback of the league, that's really rubbing me the wrong way. And I understand, yes, he's only played 4 games. I completely understand that. But one thing that we have to acknowledge is that those 4 games, he did not look terrible. Some of the guys who were starting last year are not starting this year. And look, could it be a situation where I'm being a homer because Desmond Ridder is my quarterback? Do I kind of feel like I got a little bit of responsibility for him starting some of those games last year with a petition? Yes, I do. But with that being said, Desmond Ridder is not the 40th ranked quarterback in the league. So you mean to tell me guys like the Andy Daltons of the world, he's better than Desmond Ridder? That's what you're trying to tell me. Guys like the Gardner Minshew's who's have multiple opportunities with many different teams, he's better than Desmond Ridder? No, that can't be the case, Bo. Taylor Heineke, who's backing up Desmond Ridder right now, you're saying he's a better quarterback than Desmond Ridder? I can't rock with it, Bo. I can't rock with it. Tyler Russell says Marcus Mariota is one of those quarterbacks not starting this year. Tyler Russell, please tell me that Marcus Mariota is not ranked higher than Desmond Ridder. Please tell me that's not the case. Lord have mercy. I don't know if I have faith in humanity. They say Marcus Mariota better quarterback than Desmond Ridder. I ain't got the list in front of me right now. Will Amy, he says 2. He agrees. Jay Mall, he says 2. Jay Black says 2. ATLGA Faithful. It look like we all in agreement. Young boys in here, he says 2. About whatever says they had Baker and Journeyman higher than him. So they had Baker Mayfield, who was on 3 teams last year, higher than Desmond Ridder. Tyrell says 2, but I don't know where he should be. And I understand that. D Lawton says 2, Young Men of Faith, about whatever. I mean, so it looks like pretty much everybody's agreeing. Raymond Collins says 2. He's right behind you. That's it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, they got backups ahead of that man, William Amy. That's ridiculous. Coach Wilder says 2. This is why I don't listen to the media about our team. Yeah, and look, man, it's sad to say, and I don't know, and maybe that's what, I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't even gonna say nothing about this whole ESPN drama that's going on. But yeah, I think it's one of those cases where if you have a guy who's just not popular, like he's not the sexy name, you know, he's Bret Hart instead of Shawn Michaels. He's not coming dancing down the runway. I'm just a sexy boy, sexy boy. He ain't all that. He just comes. He keeps his head down, tries to get the job done. You trying to make a good life for his fiance and his daughter. He ain't like Lamar Jackson. All in the videos like Diddy and everything. Nah, he just comes to show up, to show out. This whole offseason, he just been quiet.
He's like, okay, this is what it is. Okay, all right. Whenever the rubber meets the road, you gonna see, and don't nobody look surprised because every year Colin Cowherd makes these huge flub ups, and then what happens? Oh, I didn't see that coming. Where Colin was wrong. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, well, moving on. They're not going to win the Super Bowl, and he just moves on from it. Like, nah, you need to eat that Crow Bowl. You need to eat it. Last year, I was all in on Marcus Mariota. Well, I wouldn't say all in, but I showed up was I was optimistic. I was like, hey man, Marcus Mariota, him and Arthur Smith, they know each other. Marcus Mariota, he gonna look. We're gonna run the ball and play possession football. I mean, it didn't work out too. It didn't work out too well. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I came out and I said, hey y'all, I was wrong. Marcus Mariota, he's not that guy. Could y'all sign this petition? Constantine says Heineke offers something we haven't had in years, a plug and play quarterback forever and a day. We had to pray our number one doesn't go down. That he's a solid band-aid for the offense if Ridder faces injuries. And you're right about that. I was talking with Uncle Stephen Smitty like a few weeks ago, and I was saying that, hey, I think it's one of those cases where I think he's one of the best backups we've ever had. I think he's one of the best backups we've ever had. Best we ever had. Best we ever. I think he's one of the best we ever had. Yeah, Jay Black said he believed in Marcus Mariota too. Okay, Tyler Russell says that Marcus Mariota is not in the top 40. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Wilder Smith says it's not even about Ridder. It's about him being on our team because he was on another team. He would get more respect. I mean, and I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily the case or not. All I know is that you know I don't believe in playing victim, right? It's like I don't believe in saying, "Hey, it's just because we're us." I can't say that because I know that whenever we went to the Super Bowl, we got a lot of love. Like a lot of people were picking the Falcons to beat the Patriots, right? Whenever we made that playoff run, a lot of people were sitting here saying, "Hey, man, these Atlanta Falcons, they something serious, boy. This offense is something we ain't seen in a long time, right?" So I mean, I really feel like winning just solves all those problems. I really do. I really do. All right. My bad, y'all. Okay, so hopefully we should be good to go now. If we do have issues, I still have the backup. Yeah, if we do have issues, I got a backup. So yeah, but yeah, whenever we went to the Super Bowl, we didn't have those problems. So I mean, I'm legit sitting here trying to figure out like, hey, I can't I can't sit here and say that it's because we are who we are is why we're having this disrespect. I mean, we haven't won any games. Like we haven't had a winning record in 5 years. We haven't had a winning record in 5 years. So I mean, with that being said, it's like it is what it is. Until we consistently have winning records. Because I mean, think about it like this right here. Whenever whenever the Steelers were looking like they weren't going to have winning record, people were like, "Well, look, they are the Steelers. They are the Steelers.
Brian Tomlin, he's gonna figure something out. They are the Steelers. What happened? They figured it out. They are the Steelers. You know, so it's crazy. Tyler Russell says, "Man, that's so crazy because we paid a lot for those seats during those man. Look, Bo, ever since I've been a season ticket holder, I ain't never had a winning season. So I don't know what it's like to have. I don't know what it's like to go to games, have season tickets, go to games, and be like, hey, we are a winning football team. I don't know what that's like." Well, Amy said, no, hold on, Bo. It's been 7 years. Yeah, man, I got a twin. I got Oh man. But yeah, Tyler, like I don't know what it's like to have season tickets and go to games and say, hey, we had a winning record. Oh yeah, that Georgia Dome was rocking. That Georgia Dome, that was different right there, Bo. That was different. You know, whenever we were, had the whenever we had offensive linemen stepping on Russell Wilson's feet and getting safeties and everything like that, that dome was rocking. That's the first time I felt the building shake before in my life. I thought the place was going to come down. Coach Wilder says, I know we have to go earn it, but we're not the only team that haven't won in 5 years and finally got it going in the right direction. I mean, look, as far as like, as far as it being like in the right direction or not, Coach, I mean, think about it. Look at the Detroit Lions. It's like Detroit Lions, like nobody's taking them seriously. They're not going to take them seriously until they win. Take them seriously until they win. It was a long time. The Kansas City Chiefs, they wasn't winning. Nobody took them seriously until they won. It is what it is. It is what it is. But whatever says, been putting band-aids on gunshot. Lord have mercy, Bob. Lord have mercy. Wait a minute, I froze? Did I freeze up? Oh, okay. All right. We good. Well, Amy said, yeah, man, it's been 6 years. Yes, it's been 6 years. It's been a long time. Jay Black says, plus, we don't have those doggone PSLs. That's going to take some fire away, I think. Man, those PSLs are expensive, bro. They're expensive. Well, Amy says, look, you look at the Lions, the Vikings, the Houston Texans, the Carolina Panthers. Like, there's a lot of teams out there. It's like, think about it. Think about the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns, they have been bad for a long time. Even whenever they were legit, people still weren't taking them seriously because you just got to prove people. You got to prove people wrong, and that's where the Atlanta Falcons are at. So that's why I say it's like, what kind of team are we going to be whenever we go to training camp? It's like, are we going to be the kind of team that you can look at the body language and say, hey, these guys, they don't care. They don't care what everybody's saying about them. They're going to do what they do. Some guys, they're too busy worried about what everybody else is thinking and what everybody else is saying. That's kind of like me. Y'all know how Big Low is. I don't care what people are saying. People can say whatever or do whatever. I don't care because I know what I'm about. I know what kind of pressure I apply. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And that's what we hope this Atlanta Falcons team could be. Nashville. It's like you look at Tennessee. They've been for a long time. What happened? Seattle Seahawks, perfect example. Seattle Seahawks, nobody took them seriously. They even had no boys change conferences. Nobody took Seattle seriously. Excuse me. They had to go on a little run for people to be like, okay, yeah, I can see Seattle doing something. Now to this day, Geno Smith came, and a lot of people were like, I don't know about Geno Smith, but they still gave Geno the benefit of the doubt. I bet you Geno would have been ranked outside of the top 40 last year. I can almost guarantee it. It's like, but the thing is that it's all about what kind of culture you create. That's why they call football teams programs. right? It's like my little cousin. My little cousin, he's being recruited heavily right now. We went on a trip to Vanderbilt. He got offered on the spot whenever we went to that camp. Coach, he told us, he said, hey, he told me, because he couldn't talk to me. He was like, hey, we changed this whole program. So if it's one of those situations where you want to be part of this change, so whenever people talk about this program, you could be an integral part of that. And I really feel like the talent that we have, and that's why I want to see what this team does at training camp and how they're looking, how their body language is looking at training camp. Because if they are looking legit, they ain't gonna care what nobody's thinking. And that's whenever you see a complete culture change. That's whenever you see a team who they're saying, hey, yeah, we're not your Uncle Boo Boo's Atlanta Falcons. We ain't your cousin Tommy's Atlanta Falcons. We ain't your Aunt Glenice's Atlanta Falcons. Quad 7 says, bag them. I sure hope you're right. I just see a lack of talent with Ridder. Man, just win, baby. Coach Wallace says the 49ers and the Bills was insane. Yes, yeah. 49ers and the Bills, they were in the same boat. Brandon Tucker says, facts, bros. Or Fat Mac. Oh, Fox, bro. Okay. Fox Brothers or Fat Mac's barbecue. Well, look, I never had Fat Mac. I'm gonna be honest with you though. Fox Brothers ain't really do it for me. I know a lot of people gonna get mad at me, but Fox Brothers ain't really do it for me, Brandon. So maybe I need to try Fat Mac. But yeah, Fox Brothers didn't wet my whistle. I'm sorry. It didn't wet my whistle. About whatever says they had even the guy who played at Liberty, who dang near got ranked above Ridder. Hey man, I mean, look, is Malik Willis gonna start this year? No. Is there a reason why? Yes. He's not good as Desmond Ridder. I mean, let's keep it a bug, Bo. Yes, like let's be honest. You probably need to give more credit to that offensive coordinator and those wide receivers. I mean, if we legit keeping it a bug, we probably need to give more credit to the offensive coordinator and those wide receivers. Just as much credit as you give to Malik Willis. Can he throw a deep pass? Yes. But when it comes to just leading the team downfield, reading defenses, making adjustments, is Malik Willis legit that guy? I want him to be. I would love to see Malik Willis come and wreck the league. In the words of Johnny Manziel. I would love to see him come and wreck the league. I just don't see it happening. Tyler Russell says, who is our quarterback coach? And how you feel about him developing Desmond Ridder? I'm going to be honest with you. Ragone is our quarterback coach. And my only hope, Coach Tyler, is that the coaching staff is maturing and progressing just like we're hoping the players are. That's my only hope. Ragone, he didn't show me anything in Chicago. He didn't show me anything last year as the quarterback coach. But maybe there's something there. Maybe Arthur Smith has been holding the big joker in his hand this whole time. Waiting to slam it on the table and let it go. So I don't know. I don't know. Quad 7 says the quarterback that played at Liberty is more talented than Ridder. Man, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Bo. More talented than Desmond Ridder, who was like top 3 in the country and in collegiate wins. Like, that's tough, Bo. That's tough. Top 3. That's tough. Body Backham says, I'm more annoyed at fans talking crazy about Ridder that we're bending over for Mario. Hey, man. Look, it is what it is. I mean, what was I saying throughout the whole season? The whole season, I was saying, hey, when it comes to look, we need to go ahead and make the move. If we're going to go ahead and make the move, we need to do it before we're knocked out of playoff contention. Desmond Ridder, if he's supposed to be the future, let's let the young Thundercat be the future, because you're not going to be able to do it, Marcus Mariota. Art Smith, I think he let his feelings get involved in that situation, because you would have been bringing completely different looks and almost a completely different offense and a completely different skill set at that quarterback position that, they had been seeing with Marcus Mariota. Because like I said, I mean, I could put 2 to 3 losses on Marcus Mariota. And it's not end of the game situations. It's in the middle of the game, just overthrowing a wide open Kyle Pitts multiple times. I think they said Kyle Pitts left like 600 yards on the field due to the overthrows of Marcus Mariota. Come on, Bo. There's no reason why he should have played 13 games. And then whenever he did finally get benched, he just left the team. That shows his character right there. And whenever they do this QB1 series, I'm all for it. I cannot wait to see what his excuse was in that situation. I cannot wait to see. About whatever says he can't read the defense, same as the Bears quarterback. Well, that's where the coaching comes into play. Well, Amy says Desmond Ridder gonna shock a lot of people, and Ragon got to call better plays, man. He don't create enough for me. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, Arthur Smith calls the plays. But once again, that's what we're going to learn in training camp. In training camp, whenever, that's whenever the rubber meets the road. That's why I was asking, like, hey, who's going to be at training camp? Because that's whenever we're legit going to see, what this team is about. We're going to see, hey, is it going to be one of those situations where we can find out, is this offense going to be a little bit more explosive, or we're going to be more creative in that passing game? If we can, it's going to be a scary day for the NFC South, and the NFL. I better tell you something. Wait a minute. We are 2 subscribers away from 4,000 subscribers. From going 4K, we're 2 subscribers away. That's crazy. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you hit that like button. I know that we've had a lot of technical issues tonight. It's kind of thrown the old coach off his game. But look, we still here having a good time with you, because this is one of the favorite parts of my week right here. But we are 2 subscribers away from 4,000 subscribers. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It's been a beautiful journey. Beautiful journey. Travis Preston says Arthur Smith has basically put his job on the line with Ridder. Those 2 better be on the same. You ain't never lied about that, Bo. They better be on the same page. If they ain't, it's gonna be a tough day. Smitty's in here. What's going on, Smitty? Big Bro says Marcus Mariota could hit a trash can with a trash. What in the world? That's rough right there. That's rough. Hey, Jan Patel's in here. Much love to you. What's going on, family? Hope you're doing good tonight, man. Hope you're doing good tonight. Definitely. Man, that's crazy. 2 subscribers away from 4,000. Whoa! We just got 4,000 subscribers, guys. How about that? How come every time we're live, that's whenever we hit milestones? 4,000 subscribers. That is crazy. Big Low in 4K. You already know what time it is. Can you see me? 4K, Big Low. Much love, y'all. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you so much for hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and sharing that content out to the rest of the world. I definitely enjoy doing it for y'all and doing it with y'all. Thank y'all so much. Julia Rodriguez says, big 4K. You already know. Wallace says, Coach Low, we have that many subs. Wow. Didn't know that because you come a long way. Oh, yeah. There was a time when I was just trying to get 100 subs. Coach Tyler Russell in his celebrate. Coach, thank you so much for all of your help, Coach Ronnie. Thank you so much. CM Garrett says, congratulations on 4K subs. Yes. Grad Dodge says, yes. Ayan Patel says, big. Well, thank you. So you might have been the 4K. I appreciate that, man. Much love to you. Coach Wallace says, congrats on the 4K. Big Bro Smitty said, thank you everybody so much, man. I definitely appreciate it. We really enjoy it, and we're going to be coming up with a lot more great content for y'all. A whole lot more great content, and a lot more surprises. Ayan says, that was who just moved the needle. Okay, all right, I got you. Oh man, now look, another thing that we're going to learn in training camp is this defense going to be legit? I don't care what nobody say. You can tell by the way a defense is moving around the field if they're going to be legit. 2016, we had all those young Thundercats. I never forget, we were playing against, at that time, the Washington Redskins. I looked at Coach Roney, went to a preseason game. I looked at Coach Roney and said, hey, Coach Roney, this defense is legit. I said, these guys are flying around the field. They're going to be very disruptive. And to a certain extent, they were disruptive. You know, Vic Beasley led the league in sacks. You know, we got a few interceptions, got a few fumbles, everything like that. Now, were there times where we couldn't stop nobody? Yes. But you could tell early if the defense is going to be the ones to bring it to your front door. Tyler Russell said it's time for some water in the jar. Man, it is time for some water in the jar, but I ain't got a jar. You know, wait a minute. Look, it's 10:50 here. I can't put what's in my cup. It's in my cup. I might have to do it tomorrow. Granddad says, Big Low as Agent 00 Soul. There you go. Hey, I tell you, Big Low, what you eating for dinner? Man, I just had a cheeseburger. Today. I was planning on throwing something on the smoker a little bit earlier today, but I see that it was going to rain, so I fell back from that. But I'm definitely Coach Roney. She's been looking at me asking for beef ribs, so looks like I'm gonna be throwing some more dino ribs on the smoker a little bit later on this week. And I think what we're gonna do is instead of using the tin foil this time, we're gonna try to use the butcher paper. I'm gonna try the butcher paper. I've never done it before. I'm gonna try it to see how it works. You know, I'm gonna make my own beef tallow. You know what? I ain't even gonna go down because I could be talking about smoking stuff all night. But yeah. Bruce said smoke that crappy. Man, you know I don't eat fish like that, man. J Ball said, I bet Bo had to run. Look, man. Shoot. I done had technical issues and all kind of stuff since you done left, Bo. I don't know what's going on, J Ball. ATLG Fable says, congrats on 4K. I just bumped 500. Oh man, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Tyler Russell says you can see the team that have defenses that move, take good angles and fly. Yes. And the speed is just different. The speed of practice is different. You know, you practice how you play, especially on defense. And that's one thing that I'm eager to see in training camp. Now, I'm gonna tell you that interception that Jeff Okudah calls in OTAs, that was a good sign to me. That makes me think that if you go to Vegas, that 8.5, you might want to take it. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying I did it because, you know, gambling is a side of greed. I ain't saying I did it, but I'm just saying you might want to take it. Yeah, I tell you another thing too. It's one of those situations where, so check this out. 266 to 1, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 266 to 1. If the Falcons win, if the Falcons win the NFC Championship, it's 266 to 1. So if you bet $100, you get like 2,600. You get $2,600. If the Falcons win the Super Bowl, you bet $100, you get $6,600. That's crazy, ain't it? That is crazy. Tyler Russell says, butcher paper is the legit way. Okay, I'm gonna try it, Tyler. I'm gonna try it. Elon says, Big Low, I love when, well, hey man, I appreciate you. Coming on and chopping it up with us, family. I appreciate you coming on and chopping it up. Deshaun's in here says, "What in the world, Bo? Country Silk, new hit song. Falcons make love when it's better when they beat the Saints." What? Deshaun, you ain't get us with the geek. Get you some. You ain't hit us with that now. Oh man. Coach Waters, he says, Big Low, how long have you been doing this now? And this is awesome for you to be at 4K now. So I actually been doing it myself since 2021. I've been doing it myself since 2021. Yeah, man, 4K. That's a crazy accomplishment, man. Granddad says 4K, a giveaway time. Do you dance, Big Low? Do your dance, Big Low? Do your dance, cut that thing on. I gotta get my little cousin Shay to do that dance. Tyler said he got to take that bet. So $100 for 2,600 and $100 for 6,600 if we win the Super Bowl. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Ayon says, Big Low, did you see Arthur Smith in Germany rocking the mustache? I ain't see Arthur Smith in Germany. I might have to check that out. I ain't see that. Oh, Arthur, man. Arthur, he cool people, boy. You gotta love Arthur, bro. Got to love Arthur. JT says, God bless the family, Big Low Kuntry and Coach Ronan from the know you. Much love to you, man. Much love to you. We appreciate that, family. We appreciate that. Molly Moss says, Big Low, you done burnt your drawers off again? No, that's what Kyle Pitts is gonna do to Abrams. Y'all safety this year. He gonna burn his drawers off. I seen Big Q in there talking about him. I seen that. But look, it's one of those cases where Big Q don't know what's coming. He don't know what's coming for him. Kyle Pitts, he finna get that boy over that scene, and he think he finna do it. He think he finna run it out. He gonna stick and knot him. He gonna stack him up like some pancakes. He gonna burn his drawers off. All you gonna see is number 8 going to the end zone, Molly Mall. Y'all just gonna be wandering aimlessly around the bayou. Like, nah, Big Low, you didn't have to do us like that. I'm telling you how it's gonna go, Molly Mall. Molly Mall says, I'm falling asleep on the Falcons like Coach Ronan does in class. Well, wait a minute. Like Coach Ronan was a great student. Shouts out to you, prove it. Oh man. Bot whatever says Quad Sevens. None actually. All the passes I seen from them look decent. That's why I'm wondering what the Pitts Ridder connection looked like. Looking like in camp because him and London got it down pat, and him and Hollins, and him and Jonnu Smith. So I don't know exactly how much Kyle Pitts can run. So we'll see exactly how that's going to go, but I'm eager to see exactly how it's going to look with Desmond Ridder and Kyle Pitts, because that's something that they haven't been able to do, because unless those times like before Kyle Pitts got hurt, whenever they were practicing, they haven't been able to actually work on that connection. As starting quarterback and starting tight end. So, that's going to be interesting to see. No good, but so good says, wouldn't it be ironic? Falcons versus Bengals Super Bowl, and we beat them by 9. I don't care who it is. Falcons by 1. I don't care. I don't care how much we beat the other team by. I just want to get there. I want to get the dub. That's all I want to do, bro. CM Garrett says, I think we'll make the playoffs this season. We made some significant improvements to our roster this offseason. Well, you know what? I tell you what. CM Garrett. I'm going to ask everybody in the chat. Y'all think the Falcons are going to make the playoffs this year? If you feel like the Falcons are going to make the playoffs, put a 1 in the chat. You feel like it's one of those cases where the Falcons are not going to make the playoffs, put a 2 in the chat. Everybody can vote except for Molly Mall. Molly Mall can't vote. Hey, Patel. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing that Dirty Bird the whole Super Bowl, baby. You already know what time it is. Parade on Peachtree. I already told my boss I'm taking off work. I said, hey, I ain't coming to work. I just got promotion too. I told my new boss, like, hey, when we win the Super Bowl, I ain't coming to work. Might as well give that up. I already put it in. I'm like, yeah, it's over. Jim Franks in here says, Big Low, watcher from Seattle, South Korea. Let's go.
Seoul.
Oh, Seoul, South Korea. Okay. Let's go. Dirty Bird Nation. Rise up. Appreciate it, Jim Frank. Much love to you, man. Y'all stay safe over there. Much love. Let's see. Tyler says one. Tyler said he think we're gonna go to the playoffs. You know, Coach Tyler, he's always the one that's, you know, he keeps me in check. Huh? Nah, he keep me in check. Yeah. He keep me like, hey, Coach, calm down. Calm down. You get ahead of your skis, Coach. Calm down. D Law, he says, hey, he thinks we're gonna go. See him, Gary. He's like, nah, Coach. I don't know about that. Quad 7 says Ridder can't get in the shootout versus Burrow or Mahomes. He will lose. Young boy says 1.5. Okay. Ayan Patel, he says 1. Feels like we will go to the playoffs. Edward Warden says 1. Prove It says 1. He says we better, and it's okay to expect that. That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Heard that before. And Jim Frank, they all say 1. Quad 7 says 2. Says Ridder holds him back. Okay. Ayan says, what part of Georgia you live in, Big O? I'm in the A, baby. Representing the A all day. You already know what time it is. Representing the A all day. T. Terry's in here. He says 1. Proof it says 1. Brock Purdy. Jay Black says 1. Richard Atkins. I think this is my first time seeing Richard in the chat. Richard says 2. He says he don't think it's gonna happen. Tyler says, I think we have the talent to make it to the playoffs. Okay. So look, Tyler Russell, he probably gonna try to make good on that bet. He's gonna be like, look, $200. I want $12,000. I don't want $600. I want $12,000. He's gonna try to make good on that bet. He says we just need to stay healthy and execute. Quad 7 says no good. That would have worked in the 80s, but not by today's rules. I mean, let's be honest. Like nowadays, you got to put points on the board. But I really feel like this defense, and that's why whenever I did that last video on Ryan Nielsen, I think we're all thinking about it from the scope of how things went whenever we didn't have a defense. Right. So I mean, I really feel like it's one of those cases where if we could get a top 10 defense, we're in there. Like we're good to go. I'm not trying to sound like a homer, but I just feel like we just good to go. Molly Mall, I told Molly Mall he couldn't vote Coach Roney. He still putting 22 twos in there. See? Oh, you put Molly Mall? No, you don't need to put Molly Mall in timeout.
Follow the rules,
Yeah, says the Desmond Ridder fails this season. Let's go get Trey Lance. Man, I don't know. I mean, Trey Lance would be Arthur Smith's scheme, but I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna try to get a rookie quarterback or what. About whatever says I already put my bet in $10K on the Falcons to win over 7.5. And they say we don't win 8 games. He put on $10K on them, Coach Roney. Man, about whatever. I need a loan. Volleyball says, Big Low, you ducking my tools in the chat like COVID. What? Richard Atkins says, my prediction for the Falcons this year, I'm going 14-3. Wow. About whatever says 14-2, 13-3 in the Super Bowl. Man, Man, so by whatever I see that you bet when the line was 7.5, I think they bumped it up since then. So I think you actually got in there at a good time because now they have it at 8.5. So they must see what everybody else is seeing, except for Molly Mall. Molly Mall says rules are made to be broken, like cocaine in the White House. What in the world? Oh my goodness. Tyler Russell says 10-7. CM Garrett, he says my prediction is 11-6. Tyler says 11-6 is possible. That's where I was going at whenever they did the schedule release. I said 11-6, somewhere around there. I could definitely see that. Will Amy says I see 14-3. I mean, yeah, I can see that happening. You know, football is one of those sports where, you know, you want to try to stay as healthy as you can because one injury can kind of derail you. But the thing about this particular team here is that we have so much depth. I think this is the most depth I've seen the Falcons have in 20, 30 years easily. And when you got so much depth, it's one of those cases where you can kind of keep the train moving. Yes, I heard about it. I heard about it in the White House, Molly Mall. I heard I heard about it in the West Wing. I heard all about it. Oh man, but whatever says, heck nah. Don't set us back by getting Lance. Draft the quarterback or move on. Purdy. Oh man. Well, look, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I definitely appreciate everybody for coming on and chopping it up with us. I apologize about the technical difficulties that we had today. Look, it's one of those cases where, we still gonna have a good time regardless, right? That's what it's all about. Look, I do need y'all to make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Thank y'all so much for 4,000 subscribers. I definitely appreciate that. And the goal is to try to keep growing. Here we go in 4K. You already know what time it is, man. But look, I need y'all to stay safe. Make sure that y'all don't do anything that I would do, and y'all take it easy, man. What in the world, bro?